right, so this is the Nerdy Nonsense Podcast. We're just two nerdy guys that like to talk about stuff. This is episode 72. Not really a lot happened last week. I mean, we had a few things, but nothing too big.
Yeah, just a couple things.
If you did anything worth note.
Let's see. Finally, I recover from last week being sick pretty much during the whole week. So just watching my shows. Let's see. There were season finales this week for. I'm trying to remember which shows. No, What We Do in the Shadow was last week. I honestly can't remember. I know there were some shows that ended this week, but I can't. Oh, Harley Quinn, that's one. What else? Can't remember, but
Only Murders in the Building. Didn't they have their season finale?
I think it was that the season finale? Because they haven't find out who killed.
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's this week.
Maybe it's this week, yeah. But I don't know. This season hasn't hit for me for some reason. I don't know.
I've heard from a lot of people it's not as good as the first two.
Yeah, I've been spacing out over that show. But today we had New Bleach. I think next week should be either next week or the following should be the last episode of this season part, whatever they're calling it.
This arc, I think.
Yeah, this arc or whatever it is. And let's see what else. Just watching my other shows. Breeders on Hulu, which should be ending next week, I think, or 2 more weeks. Reservation Dogs also should be ending in the next 2 weeks, more or less. And of course, this week's Ahsoka's. Oh my god, was so freaking amazing.
Yeah, I'm not caught up on Ahsoka still, but I heard this episode was really, really good.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Rebels and Clone Wars, this was the episode for you.
Nice.
Filoni directed it, so obviously it was amazing. If you go to the internet, you're gonna see people freaking out for stuff. Then I've been playing the Pokemon DLC. Finally came out this week.
Oh yeah, how do you like it?
So far I'm just catching evolving Pokemon rather than doing the story. I think one thing that I know that I noticed though is that even though they're adding new 100 Pokemon, so the new Pokédex for the region that we're or the section that we're going is 200. But if you already completed or did at least 99% of the Pokédex of the main game, you already have half of the Pokemon registered. So in reality, you're only getting 100 new Pokemon. That's one of the that's one of the few complaints I've been seeing people having online that they're like, oh yeah, we were promised a bigger Pokédex and half of that is already completed by the time you the DLC starts. So I'm just trying to fill up the other half. I know eventually I'm gonna have to do the story because at least the legendary Pokemons, the 4 legendary that are introduced in these games are gonna be locked behind the story. So at the moment I'm just running around capturing new Pokemon, well, quote unquote new Pokemon for this game and trying to evolve. There's a couple of them that I need to do specific stuff or trade, which I've been able to do at least for 3 of them. I still have a couple left that I need to trade with holding an item. But yeah, I've been doing that. And then what else? I think that's it. There hasn't been much movie wise. At least in theaters. Yesterday I saw Hulu drop the Theater Camp, which is this movie that came out just recently. So it had a really short run, theatrical run. Uh, but it's now on Hulu. It is really funny. It's, as the name suggests, is is based on a theater camp, and obviously every single character is like theater and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, it is really funny. And then what else? I know Fast X is on Peacock and
Yeah, I think it
Bar.
just came out this weekend or yesterday.
Yeah, 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 this week. And Barbie, it is available on digital, so I should be getting it soon, so I can rewatch it again. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Nice. We haven't really. I haven't really watched a whole lot. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Starfield, and I've been working pretty late a lot of days, so I haven't really had the time to watch a whole lot. We have been watching Fiona and Kate because it's something that you can kind of watch but not have to really watch. And I think I mentioned last week it's like very dark for what's supposed to be a kid's show, but I heard that this apparently is not a kid's show, so
Oh,
they
okay.
wrote it for the actual demographic that's been watching the original, Adventure Time.
So it's almost BoJack, pretty
Kind
much.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as dark as BoJack, but it's there's some pretty
Yeah.
messed up stuff.
In that area.
I feel like there was something else that we were watching, but I don't remember what it was. But still been playing a lot of Starfield. I think I'm like 50 hours in, and I'm not even a quarter of the way through the main story because I keep getting sidetracked doing all the other side quests and then being a space pirate. So that's been fun. I finally figured out how to like do the shipbuilding where it's like not as annoying. There's still some weird things, like weird quirks with it that are annoying, and I really hope that they fix them. But supposedly on Thursday, they Bethesda announced that they're going to be doing
An
a
update.
bunch of new updates, to fix the performance problems, and then also to fix some of those minor weird bugs and like things that are really annoying.
Have you made your ship look like something weird? Like a duck or a penis?
There is someone who made a duck. There's someone who made the Batwing. Someone else made the USS Enterprise. Someone else made a Star Destroyer.
Oh my god!
People are getting pretty crazy.
Nice.
But I haven't done anything like that. I've been mostly building off of ships that I bought and then just kind of like modifying them to look cooler. I just don't want to sit there and have to snap a bunch of pieces together because it's still really annoying.
Oh, okay.
But I've been having a lot of fun. And what was the other thing I did? I don't remember. I know tomorrow we're going to that new the new restaurant that just opened in the Japan Pavilion.
Oh,
to try it out.
What's his name?
Shukisai, I think, is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to try that. Looks really, really good. It's kind of like Japanese street food and also sushi because they have okonomiyaki, they have taiyaki, they have I forget the full menu, but everything on it looks amazing. So I'm really excited to try it.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much been what I've been up to. So I guess we can get into the news.
Yep. I guess we can start with the biggest piece of news of the week. The One Piece live action is getting a new season.
Yeah, I
So
saw Oda posted it on Twitter or something. Like he
yes,
did a hand drawing for it, and I was like so excited.
yeah. So he did a drawing of Chopper, obviously hinting at the next season getting to Chopper, which makes sense if you know the story. But yeah, they confirmed this week on Thursday. Yeah, it was announced on Thursday that the One Piece live action has officially been renewed for season 2, and it looks like it's doing really good numbers over on Netflix. I know a lot of people that were like, I never watched One Piece, or the fact that it has 1,000 episodes or whatever was too much, but I saw the live action and I love it. And some people are probably thinking about watching the anime, maybe skip the fillers, but I was like, yes, more people joining, yes. So I'm happy about that. We should be getting Chopper, Nico, Robin, and maybe BB. I don't know how far they can go because Alabaster is a long arc, and I think that might be just season 3 alone. Maybe season 2 can be getting to Alabaster and meeting Chopper, Robin, and BB, I guess.
I think they're probably going to meet up with Vivi, and I think that's going to be what if it gets renewed for season 3. I think season 3 is
Yeah,
almost entirely
getting to Alabaster should be how they end the second season. And also they commented that they have already written for season 2, so it's just a matter of time waiting for the strike to be over so they can start shooting. I think some directors have commented that the second season should be done in about 6 months after the strikes ends. So yeah, and I guess talking about the strikes, we had. Let me just find it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah. Talking about the strikes, the WGA and the AMPTP, which is the studios, basically, are set to go back into negotiations next week. This is good news, especially after we have been getting reports of all the losses that the studios have been getting in the last couple months and whatever, and uh, many shows being canceled or uh, put on the back burner because of the strike. So hopefully the pressure is finally getting to them so they can start negotiations and the strike can end. Uh, there was one thing as well that I saw from this. Oh, and obviously you have this week as well. Some talk shows are coming back, or they came back and they got shit on by pretty much everyone because they came back without writers, so essentially they were scamming.
Yeah, the biggest one was the Drew Barrymore show,
Yes,
and she put out an apology, non-apology, and then
and
now
then deleted
since
it.
this morning she deleted it. Like
Yeah,
just the way that they're phrasing, or her specifically, was like, "Oh, I already started it. I can't go back now." It's like you can, you're choosing not to.
yeah. Initially this week she was like, "Oh, I'm choosing to do it, and I'll be taking over the consequences of it." And then, before she sent out an apology, I think there was some national book uh, uh, something like a contest or like a show or whatever that she was supposed to be hosting, but she was dropped from it because of this. And then that's when the quote unquote apology video came out, and people were like, "Yeah, this is not an apology video. You're essentially saying that uh, you came back because you thought your show was the savior of humanity or whatever." And she deleted the post. So yeah, and Bill Maher is the other one that is coming back, but he's an a-hole. So
Yeah, Bill Maher sucks. I
yeah,
don't understand why
so
anybody cares.
people were like, "Yeah, you're an a-hole. It was expected from you. We don't care."
I think more people were kind of expecting him to have come back sooner because he's
Yes.
such a piece of shit. But like everyone's like, we were just a matter of time. We were just waiting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so far the stuff that is happening due to the strike. Let me just double check if I have something else related to it. Not much. The next thing, even though it's not strike related, it is union related. So this week, the Marvel Studio visual effects workers have officially voted in favor to unionize.
Yes.
After that came out a couple, I want to say last month, that they were planning into doing it, and it seems like it will be officially done in the next couple of weeks. So they voted already in favor to unionize, and the whole thing with the Department of Works Jobs.
Yeah, I forget what it is, like what the actual name is.
Yeah, that should be going through in the next couple of weeks, and it should be official. Which also is another reason that people are thinking that the studios are gathering, trying to solutionize the whole strike by meeting with the writers, because now, at least in the case of Marvel, they have the union, the visual effects getting under the union. So, yep. Let's see. We have some Marvel related stuff, or Disney actually, but Marvel, Disney, whatever, it's the same thing. There were a couple of rumors this week coming out that, uh, aside from last week's Sam Raimi rumors, that probably Sean Levy, I think it is, who is the director of Deadpool 3, is also in the run to direct Avengers Secret Wars. Especially since there was somebody asked him, I think, this week, and he made a cryptic answer. So people are like, "Oh, probably he's in the talks and all that stuff." But yeah, also related to Deadpool 3, there were a lot of rumors coming out that before the strike, apparently Daphne King, who played X-23 or in the Logan movie, apparently the rumor is that she finalized before the strike that she will be coming back as an adult X-23, since I think right now she's 19, 18 or something like that. So she will show up in the movie. Um, who else? I saw a couple people.
I can't believe that movie was almost
I
10
know.
years ago.
I know, it's freaking insane. Time passes, so. But yeah, she's rumored to probably appear in the movie. I saw other names as well that were, but I didn't note them because they were like kind of like far-fetched. So I was like, yeah, maybe not that one, but she's one of the ones that has been hitting the rumor mile for the last couple of weeks or couple of days. Let's see. Sticking with Disney Plus is set to release a Werewolf by Night in color version on October 20 as part of the whole Halloween stuff. In addition, Hulu is starting to show the original version, so the black and white. It's gonna show it from September 15th, so yesterday, all the way to October 31st. Also, as part of their Huluween, as they call it.
I don't know why you would want to watch it in color. It's so good in black and white.
I
know. I don't normally like black and white movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people, I guess, because of the people that don't like black and white movies. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Sticking with Disney, Disney announced that they will Hocus Pocus, the original, will return to theaters on October 6th in celebration of the 30-year anniversary of the film. It's already 30 years. Damn.
Yeah, it came out in 1994.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I'll be in Disney that day. Let's see. A couple more. Actually, one more Disney. According to Steven Glover's brother of Donald Glover. The Lando Calrissian show for Disney Plus will no longer be a show and instead a movie. He is one of the writers alongside his brother Donald, who is supposedly gonna play Lando from his role in Solo Star Wars story, but we'll see if this actually true. I mean, probably because also this week we saw a rumor that it looks like Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie might not be happening.
Yeah, there's some things going on behind the scenes of Kathleen Kennedy, so I think that's on the chopping block, and there was something else that might potentially get canceled too.
Yeah, so maybe they're gonna do the Lando film instead to cover that. But yeah, those are the rumors at the moment that probably Taika's film is not happening. While the other films that they announced as Celebration so far are still happening. So we'll see. Let's see. I have a couple more things before I jump pretty much into the big two video game stuff for this week. And Sony officially, well, actually, I seen conflicting information on this one, but Bad Bunny is no longer gonna play El Muerto for Sony, which is the Spider-Man villain movie, which makes no sense why they greenlighted it because that character only showed up in 3 comics in the last, and it's a quote unquote recent character. I think he was created in 2007 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what Sony's doing, and like
I think it was yeah.
Like why they're pulling these weird obscure characters out.
Yeah, I think it was mostly because Bad Bunny wanted to be in a film or something. I don't know, but so the conflicting information that I've been seeing is some people are reporting that because of this, the movie is completely dead. But then I keep seeing the same reports that the movie is on hold until they can find someone else. So I don't know. I particularly don't need this movie at all. Like again, this is a character that showed up only 3 times in comics in the last. Yeah, he only showed up 3 times in comics, and yeah, if they want to do a Hispanic character, there are many more to do in the comics, in the Spider-Man comics, than this one. So again, I'm confused why Sony decided to go with this one, other than probably Bad Bunny wanted to do it because he's also into wrestling, and the character is a Mexican wrestler. So, and then the only other thing that I have, movie or TV wise, is we got a trailer for Mats for the Harley Quinn spin-off Kaiman. Hell yeah, it will be releasing in 2024, and it looks funny as hell.
So like, because they had announced that 2 years ago when Harley Quinn season 1 had come out. So I'm surprised.
Season 2, I think it was.
Yeah, season 2. So it's been like 2 years.
I know. I thought that it was canceled. To be honest, I was like, oh, this is still happening.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was too.
But from what I saw, it looks like it was fun. It said it will be releasing in 2024, and the way that the trailer made it up at the end, it looks like it will be coming out really soon. So probably they're gonna have it ready for the first quarter, because it looks like it's done a lot. So wouldn't surprise me. And after that, all I had left is video game news. That we have 2 directs kind of presentations this week.
Yeah, the Sony one, that one kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so I want to say on Tuesday, Wednesday, Nintendo announced a direct for Thursday morning, and then on Wednesday, PlayStation was like, "Oh well, we have our State of Play also on Thursday afternoon." So I was like, "Okay, interesting." So for the Nintendo Direct, the stuff that I put down, and if you want to add more, just go ahead. We got the name for the Peach game that they teased on the last Direct is officially titled Princess Peach Showtime. It will be coming out on March 22nd. We saw gameplay. The plot pretty much is Peach and a couple Toads are going to the theater, and the theater gets stolen, I guess, by this character, and it's up to Peach to save different kind of shows, and alongside one character from this the theater, it gives her powers in order to fight the villains of the show. So it's like a living ribbon, something like that. But she can also do water transformations that give her powers, similar to like I don't know, like a Sailor Moon kind of thing. So they show sword fighter Peach, martial arts Peach, detective Peach, and Baker Peach. And they said that there will be more transformations. So
the sword one looked cool as shit.
Oh yeah, I do spend a lot of cosplays from that one.
Yeah,
but yeah, March 22nd, and yeah, it looks great. Then we got some amiibo announcements. We had the Zelda and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom coming on November 7th. They are ready on pre-order everywhere. And they announced the final Smash Bros. Amiibo. This is Sora. It was announced for 2024. They didn't give a window, but guess early 2024. And with that, all the Smash Bros. Amiibos will be out.
It's taken them this long to do that, considering that game's been out for what, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. Well, Sora came out last year, right? Or the year before?
Sora.
Oh no,
the DLC character.
Yeah, the year before, because we were in Disney.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because I remember we were watching the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, we were watching. Yeah, we were watching the Nintendo Direct online, while trying to get into Mickeys and Minis. And we were like, "Oh shit, it's Sora!" That was funny. Let's see. They announced Mario vs. Donkey Kong game for February 16. This is pretty much taking inspiration from the original game, which introduced Mario and Donkey Kong fighting each other. So
yeah, I think it came out in like 2004, so it's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. Then we have F-Zero 99. This is taking pretty much the same vein as the Tetris 99.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is with F-Zero. So you are playing against other 99 or 98 people trying to be the number one racer. And this is already available for Nintendo Switch Online users. So, yep. And then the other thing that I have, and again, if you want to talk about more, just go ahead. They announced at the end Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door remake, which apparently came out for which one was
Super
this?
Nintendo, I think, right?
No, it was GameCube or the Wii, one of those. But yeah, I saw the internet was freaking out over that.
Paper Mario 1,000-Year Blood War or 1,000-Year Door is one of the best Mario games ever.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't know if you've ever played it before.
I haven't.
It's definitely worth a play.
Nice. Yeah, and then they announced a couple of other stuff like Luigi's Mansion 2 HD coming in the summer. What else?
This was like the Nintendo Direct of HD remakes, because we had that. We had Super Mario RPG. We're getting a remake of the Donkey Kong versus Mario. Which is really interesting. And then Tomb Raider 1 to 3.
Oh yeah.
Not that I care about Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's not my game. I mean, I like the character. I like the idea of the game. It's just they're not good games.
Yeah, this is a remake collection of the original Tomb Raider. So Lara Croft has triangle boobs.
Yeah.
that version of Lara Croft. But yeah, that then they had more RPGs that then God knows so many RPGs.
Yeah.
Was one of them
The
Octopath Traveler related? I can remember.
No, but there was something that did kind of look like it. The Another Code Recollection Announced or something.
Yeah,
It's a sequel for a game that came out on the DS.
there was a Contra stuff as well, remake or re-release or a collection.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I don't remember what it was. Saga Emerald. There was Unicorn Overlord. There
Oh,
was
that one is that's a new Atlas uh, RPG, pretty much.
yeah. It looked pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks
I would get
interesting.
it. Detective Pikachu. We got more trailers for, which was pretty cool, and then the Wave 6 tracks for Mario Kart were announced
Oh
too.
yeah, they finally gonna put Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's taking this long to put Diddy Kong in the game, but now we're finally getting Diddy Kong, which is kind of cool.
Diddy Kong. There were 4 characters. Diddy, Funky Kong. Who can't remember the third one, and then Peachette, which I don't know what is that about, since it just looked like Peach with a mushroom on her head.
Yeah,
Or is that supposed to be a Toadette turned into Peach?
I think it's a Toadette that turned into Peach.
That's the
I think
most.
it was from the Toad Adventure game, if I'm not mistaken. I forget.
Yeah, that's kind.
But
That's
the
kind.
tracks look pretty cool. I don't
Oh yeah,
remember what they all were, but there were some really
uh,
good ones in there.
I remember one of them was a Daisy related track that is coming from a Wii game. I think it was
Double Dash, yeah.
Double Dash. Yeah. And obviously, if you have the Nintendo online subscription, those are coming quote unquote free. Otherwise, you need to buy them. But yeah, that will be the last DLC for Mario Kart 8. 8, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. And then, yeah, that's it for Nintendo. And then we got the PlayStation State of Play. They show Resident Evil for VR. Then they announced the DLC Separate Ways that is coming next week, in fact, on September 21st, featuring Ada Wong. I know the internet was going crazy over that. They show more playthrough of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming on December 7th. Also, story trailer. So apparently you're an avatar that was taken as a child, and now you're coming back to reclaim your culture or whatever. Then they show even more RPGs. I know they show new faceplates and controllers. What is the name? Something Earth collection. There is a red one that is supposed to be like inspired by magma. Then a blue one inspired by water, and then a silver one inspired by ice or something like that. Like they seem to have some texture. It's not just silver and that's it. The silver one looks good, but yeah, other they just faceplate and all that stuff. Let's see. What else? Uh, and obviously the biggest thing that they announced was the release date for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, coming on February 29th. They show more history trailer. I know people are freaking out as well. They confirm what's the name of this guy? I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy games, so but Vincent, I think it is. the guy with the red cape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up in this, so people were freaking out. They were expecting him to show up, and now it's confirmed. But yeah, they announced the release date, February 29, and more his story trailer. You can see it looks like Sephiroth is gonna be able to play with you as part of your party, so that's interesting. Especially since, as far as I know, he's a bad guy. So, and then we have a little bit more of a Spider-Man 2. They show more of the map. We're gonna be able to go to uh, Coney Island, Queens, Brooklyn. They show Peter's old school, Midtown High, and then Miles Vision's Academy. The switching between characters is gonna be seamless. Also, the fast travel as well. They show that you're gonna be getting a lot of missions on the Spider-Man app that was introduced on the last game, and some missions might be just Miles related. Others are just Peter, and then there are other missions that you can use whichever spider that you want. They show a little bit more of the 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 upgrade screens and everything to upgrade moves and tech that both characters have. They also show the costume part section of the game, and not only you're gonna get a lot of costumes. In fact, we saw the symbiote Spider-Man from the Raimi film in it, but also apparently you're gonna be able to mix and match parts of from some of the suits, so you can do like a unique variation of the suit. For Miles, they show some of the suits from the prior game, from his own game, like Purple Rain and those kind of suits are there. And then from Peter, I noticed that there was a Superior Spider-Man costume in there. What was the other one that I can't remember the other one, but it's also a big one. Oh, the Superior Octopus suit as well, which is one that Otto wears after Peter comes back, but it's like Spider-Man like. So that was also shown in that picture, in that uh, shot of the UI with all the costumes. And yeah, they show more side missions. Apparently, also on the you're gonna be able to. There are visual cues for some side missions. There are some Craven's mechanical raptors flying around, and if you follow them, you start a side mission and stuff like that. But yeah, they show more of that, and I think they had also like 10 minutes after the state of play ended. They had another 10 minutes of more Spider-Man stuff. So yeah, look really cool, and I can wait for the game. And it's coming out.
The Web Wings thing was
Oh
I think,
yeah.
most interesting to me because they're I forget if I think it was in the Spider-Man movies he had them, which I think was kind of
Also in the comics. Originally, he had those in the comics.
Right.
But yeah, they show also traversal mobility is now double because you have the wet wings, so you can do combinations between swinging and then jumping and doing the wet wings, which is going to increase the speed of moving. So that's another thing. I guess
that was always kind of annoying in the first Spider-Man game. Is like getting around was kind of a chore. So this is going to be huge.
Yeah, and apparently, once you unlock sections of the map, like how they have the districts in the prior one, you're gonna be able to fast travel to those sections. So that's another good thing about increasing the mobility, especially with a map that is now twice as big or bigger than the prior one.
Yeah, I think it's almost 3 times because they added all the boroughs of Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island, which are huge.
Yeah, plus Manhattan, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also on the side, like I said, they had like 10 minutes or so later after that a video with more information about Spider-Man. They show more of the symbiote, uh, the symbiote suit parts. It looks like it has like a rage uh, meter or something like that you can use, similar to Kratos in God of War. So when you activate it, you go into rage mode, and obviously your attacks are stronger, but it's limited time, and after that you need to there's a cooldown, or you need to do certain stuff to build it up again. So that's gonna be cool when you play as when you get to the part of the game when you get the symbiote. And apparently Mysterio is gonna be in the game as well.
I kind of had a feeling that they were going to add him.
Yeah, because when they were showing the hub of all the side missions that you can do, there was an eye over there that looked familiar for those that are into the comics. So yeah, Mysterio is gonna be in this. So we have Venom, Mysterio, Craven, and uh, the Lizard so far, and Norman. But we don't know if he's gonna be the Green Goblin in this or not, or maybe they're gonna save that for the third game. Maybe we end the game with Norman becoming the Goblin or something. We'll see. But yeah, that's all I have on the PlayStation. I don't know if you have anything else to add on that one.
I don't. The only other thing that I thought was kind of cool was the Ghostbusters Rise
Oh
of the
yeah,
Ghost Lord, but I think it's exclusively for PlayStation
Be
VR, and I'm never
yeah,
gonna buy PlayStation VR. So as soon as they said that, I was like, ah, damn it! I thought it was gonna be a regular PlayStation game. But
yeah. No, that's the second thing that they show. Yeah, it was BR as well. I was like, oh, it looks cool, but BR.
yeah, I'd like to get VR for my computer, but I don't want to be tied into it specifically just on
Console.
PlayStation.
Mm. Yeah, like I said, other than that, they had more RPGs stuff. And they also showed like a 5 minute Helldivers gameplay, and you have your usual people talking over it. Like, let's go, guys. Let's shoot on this. Oh yes, it's amazing. Oh no, I've been shot.
I thought that was kind of fun. That
Yeah.
I don't. Is this a new Helldivers game or is this based on the original?
I
Is this a
think
remake?
I think this is the second one.
Oh, okay. I didn't get to see the whole thing. I watched like a recap video, and I was like, they didn't give a whole lot of context, and I probably should have looked it up afterwards. But it was pretty good. So I mean, Nintendo definitely had a lot more stuff in theirs. I think the Sony one was pretty good, but it wasn't enough like first party art IP stuff, which was kind of disappointing.
Yeah. For me, it was mostly the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, that was probably the thing I loved the most.
Since I'm not into Final Fantasy to begin with, so
I used to be into Final Fantasy. This Final Fantasy VII remake is just not. It's not doing it for me. It's too much like Crisis Core was on the PSP, and I'm just not about that. I liked the original the way it was. I was kind of hoping we get like a full like HD remake of that, but whatever.
yeah. Oh, and this one is gonna be 2 disc. They make sure to put it on the bottom of the title.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
Oh yeah. But yep, that's all I have. Unless you have something else.
The only other thing that I had, which was the shittiest thing that could have happened on Friday for indie developers, is the game engine Unity decided that they were going to change their pricing model.
I saw something about that, but I wasn't sure what it was about.
So basically, I don't know exactly how it works right now, But Unity is trying to change it where if you develop a game on Unity using their engine, basically,
Mm-hmm.
if your game makes $200,000, which we don't know if that's gross or net yet, so if that's after like development costs or not, you now have to pay 20 cents a download. So if one person, if they downloaded on two different computers, or if they downloaded on two different switches or two different whatevers, phones, whatever the platform is, you have to now, the developer now has to pay 40 cents.
Oh, that's BS.
Person. Yeah. It's looking like it's going to be very expensive. And the thing that sucks is a lot of people went to Unity because their pricing model was so good, especially for indie developers, that now they're just completely shooting themselves in the foot. No one's going to want to use their game engine. And like games like Cult of the Lamb were entirely built on Unity. Among Us, there's a lot of like big indie games that use their engine. So it's really shitty. And now they kind of backpedaled yesterday and decided, it's only going to be on games, released January 1st, 2024 and onward. And then they're like, but there's going to be asterisks, and we're not going to count
all ones.
Yeah, and the pricing is going to be different for this person if you're on our pro plan or not on our pro plan. And we're going to change. We're not going to charge you for downloads based on if the game was illegally downloaded, like pirated. And it's like, how do you know that the game is pirated or not? Like, there's a lot of weird things that they said that they did just kind of is souring a lot of bigger, like Devolver Digital and some of these other indie developers. So it was just really poor timing, I think, on their end. And now they're trying to backpedal, and it's not looking good for Unity.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. But
it's always something.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I don't think Unreal does the same thing. And Unreal's the engine that like Fortnite's based off of, and there's a bunch of other games based on Unreal Engine. So it's like, it's so weird that they're going completely anti-consumer and anti-developer like this. It's just very strange. But yeah, aside from that, there really wasn't a whole lot else that I had. This week was kind of like light-ish, which was good. Gives you more time to recover still. So
yeah.
The only other thing that happened was the iPhone was announced. The new
the Apple 15, yeah.
The iPhone 15 Pro and Plus and whatever, and they finally switched to USB-C.
Everything is gonna be USB-C, yeah. Well, I'm usually 2 generations behind, so my next upgrade will be 14, I think.
You have the 12?
Yeah, I have the 12.
Okay. It was kind of interesting. The biggest difference, aside from the USB-C, which is actually going to be USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt 3 speeds on the iPhone 14 or 15 Pro, is the camera. It's 48 megapixels now, which is, I think, the largest jump that Apple's got in a camera, I think, ever.
Nice.
Which is kind of interesting. That's new. The Pros are made out of titanium, which is weird.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and also like I think the screen is always on, or something like that.
It has an option for an always on display. I think technically the 14s had that too. I turned it off because I hated it. It was annoying. The way that they do it is not. I don't like it. Like their implementation as much as like Google's. Google's is very non-intrusive. Apple's is just like annoying. It doesn't really give you anything special from my experience. I guess maybe the apps that I use don't leverage it correctly or something. I'm not sure.
Let's see. iPhone 15.
And then they released the information for the new Apple Watch and the new Mac OS, which looks really good.
Trying to see is anything else. They're talking about the chips. A17 Pro chip.
Oh, that's the other thing is it's now a 6-core chip, which is funny because I think Android phones have been using 8 cores for the last 3 years. So,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and apparently there's an action button that is replacing some buttons.
Yeah,
from
on
the
the iPhone 15 Pro, they no longer have the slider for the notifications to like silence or ringer. It's
Mhm.
just a mappable button that you can map to whatever you want as long as the app's. So I
Huh.
think what they did in the keynote, they had some one of the phones had it mapped to the camera. So if you press that button, it brings up the camera, which is kind of cool.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, and then I saw they announced that you're gonna be able to play Assassin's Creed or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a new Assassin's. I missed
No,
that.
it is. It is. It's not a new one. It's which one? I think it's the one that is coming out soon. Is it that one?
Oh, right. Yeah. Um,
And then there was another game, but I can't remember which one it was. Resident Evil, I think it was. One of the Resident Evils, I think that was the other game.
yeah, I think it was Resident Evil 4 remake or something, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But Apple's been trying to like make the new Macs a gaming platform, quote unquote. When they launched the M1 Max a couple of years ago, that was their big thing. Is like, oh look, our performance is so much better than it was. You can play games on it now. We're partnering with Ubisoft and I forget the other company. But realistically, we haven't seen anything until now, like come out. So it's interesting seeing that you can play a full Assassin's Creed game on your phone. I imagine it's probably not going to be a great experience
Yeah.
with the touchscreen, but still fun, still interesting.
I'll be excited to get it in 2 years.
Well, for you, you'll probably end up getting the 16 then.
No, well, like I said, I'm usually behind 2 generations, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I never do right away. But yeah, that's I think that's everything I see about that one.
Yeah, I think that was everything for this week. I'm just double checking my notes. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't remember. I think something's happening this week, right?
Uh, something's happening this week. Mm, let me see. Movie wise, is anything coming out this week?
I feel like there was something that's coming out this week. Was it A Haunting in Venice? No.
I think that
The
one came out in limited. Let's see, next week. I see the Spendables 4 is coming. So X is coming the following week, as well as the creator. And Dumb Money also.
that's what it was. Dumb
But
Money,
that's
which looks
towards
fun
when
but not great.
I've been seeing good reviews about it. So I see Dumb Money came out yesterday, but only limited release. The same thing with The Haunting in Venice. And but the money should be coming out on
The 22nd.
I see the 29th. Wide release on the 29th.
Apparently, Spy Kids is coming out on Netflix.
Oh
Spy
yeah,
Kids I forgot we were getting a remake of that.
yeah, with Zachary Levi, who was complaining about people watching shitty movies.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing that I saw this week is that they're gonna re-release the original Hunger Games on October 15th for one night only, and they're gonna have like a teaser or a first look at the prequel movie that is coming out.
TV show, right?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, I thought it was a TV show.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, interesting.
Coming in November or something like that. November, December. The
This
ballad.
one follows the president, right?
Yeah, yeah, he's younger in this one, and he's played by Sanji from One Piece.
Yeah,
I was like, I recognize, like, oh, it's Sanji. Okay, it's interesting now to see One Piece at live action actors in other stuff. Like, oh yeah, we got the trailer for Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, and apparently the guy that is gonna play Aten from the flashbacks is Garp in One Piece.
interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, somebody pointed out. I was like, oh, it's Garp. Okay, he's playing another water-based character, I guess. But yeah, we got the trailer, and then and the funny thing, people were like, we have very little of Amber Heard on the trailer.
I want to say they probably tried to remove her completely, and then it just.
I mean, James Wan came out and said that they weren't trying to do that, but maybe DC, at least the marketing, is trying to do it. Because you see her.
That's what I mean. I think.
Oh yeah.
DC as a whole, or Warner Brothers as a whole, is trying to distance themselves from her.
Yeah.
Which is funny because she's pretty prevalent in the movie, so a little strange, especially at this point when you had 2 years to do that, and they decided not to until just now. So
yeah, and the movie was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, and this is a quote unquote the last movie in the old DC universe before the new DCU comes out. So we'll see how it goes and whether or not Jason Momoa continues. I mean, I like the first one, so Jason Momoa is a fun Aquaman. So
I think him cast as Aquaman was definitely good call.
But in this one, he's a father and a king. So we'll see how it goes.
To see what happens.
And then a lot of people are like, "Are they gonna kill Aqua Baby? Because in the comics he dies." So I'm like, I don't think they're gonna go that hard, but again, it's James Wan who is pretty enough for his horror movies. So maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, after the trailer came out, people were like, "Oh, actually, it's coming out this December," because that was one of the many rumors that after the Flash flop, that probably Aquaman was going to be pushed, and especially with the strike going on. But it's going to continue in October. So I mean December. So, but yeah, that's all I have.
Cool. So I guess that'll do it for this week's episode. Follow us on Twitter at Nonsense Nerdy. like, comment, subscribe down below. Let us know if there's something else that we missed from one of the Nintendo Directs or the Sony thing, the State of Play that we missed. Or if there's something else that you were excited about that we didn't know about this week.
And we are 3 weeks away from facing fear.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm still I'm not prepared.
I'm still watching videos just to try to be prepared, but I don't know if I'm gonna be. But yeah, in 3 weeks we're gonna face fear Halloween Horror Nights.
It's gonna be an experience, that's for sure.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess that will definitely do it for this week's episode, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.